beyond the boundaries of reality, where imagination weaves dreams into existence. Welcome to Storylight. In the realm of Eryndor, a land of sprawling forests, shimmering lakes, and towering mountains, the Veil was a sacred mystery, a shimmering barrier that separated Eryndor from the abyssal realm. The Veil was both a shield and a symbol of the gods' protection. Legends claimed that should the Veil ever falter, chaos would descend upon the land. Kaylin, a young historian with an insatiable curiosity, had long been fascinated by the Veil. She spent hours in the Grand Archive, poring over ancient texts and deciphering forgotten languages. One evening, the Oracle of Eryndor appeared at the archive, her presence a rare event. "The Veil weakens," she said, her voice trembling with urgency. "Darkness stirs, and only one with a seeker's heart can mend it. Will you take up this task?" Quote. Kaylin hesitated but nodded. "I will do whatever it takes to protect Eryndor." The Oracle handed her a small, glowing shard. "This is a fragment of the Veil's essence. Find the pillars of Aether. They hold the key." Kaylin set out with the shard, accompanied by her childhood friend, Darian, a skilled archer. Their first destination was the Whispering Woods, where the pillars of Aether were said to lie hidden. The woods lived up to their name. Every breeze carried faint whispers, as though the trees themselves spoke secrets. Their journey was fraught with challenges: thorny underbrush, trickster spirits, and unsettling visions conjured by the Veil's weakening. One night, while camped under a great oak, Kaylin held the shard and felt its warmth. "Why was I chosen?" she wondered aloud. Darian, sharpening his blade nearby, replied, "Because you've always sought truth, even when it was buried deep in the woods." Kaylin and Darian discovered the pillars, towering monoliths etched with glowing runes. The shard in Kaylin's hand pulsed, and the runes began to shift, forming a riddle. "Balance of light and shadow we keep. Solve our truth, or the Veil shall weep." Kaylin studied the runes while Darian kept watch. The answer came to her suddenly. The Veil exists not to banish shadow but to temper it. The runes flared brightly, and a hidden compartment opened, revealing a crystalline compass. "This will guide us to the Veil's heart," Kaylin said, marveling at the artifact. The compass led them toward the northern peaks, where the Veil's heart lay. But as they traveled, they were ambushed by a group of shadowy figures, led by a cloaked individual named Malvin. The group revealed themselves as Veil Breakers, rogues who sought to shatter the barrier entirely. "The Veil traps us in ignorance," Malvin declared. "Only by destroying it can we see the truth of the abyss." Kaylin and Darian narrowly escaped, but Kaylin's mind was troubled. "What if they're right?" she whispered. Darian shook his head. "They're blinded by ambition. We've seen the chaos the abyss brings. We can't let that happen." At the summit of the northern peaks, Kaylin and Darian found the Veil's heart, a swirling vortex of light and shadow. The shard and compass began to hum, resonating with the heart's energy. But Malvin and the Veil Breakers were not far behind. A fierce battle ensued, with Darian holding off their attackers as Kaylin approached the heart. She placed the shard into the vortex, and visions overwhelmed her. Eryndor's past, the Veil's creation, and the balance it maintained. "Kaylin!" Darian shouted as Malvin lunged toward her. Without thinking, Kaylin reached into the vortex and drew its power, releasing a wave of energy that repelled the Veil Breakers. As the dust settled, Kaylin realized the shard had merged with her, its power now a part of her essence. The Veil was restored. But it had changed. No longer a rigid barrier. It now allowed glimpses of the abyss, enough to learn without succumbing to its chaos. Malvin, defeated but alive, whispered, You've doomed us to stagnation. Kaelin replied. No, I've ensured we grow wisely. Returning to Eryndor, Kaelin was hailed as a hero. But she knew her work was not done. The veil was not just a barrier, it was a lesson. She vowed to share its truths with Eryndor, ensuring balance for generations to come. The story ends here. But countless others await in the vast expanse of imagination. Subscribe to Storylight for more journeys into the unknown. See you on the next adventure.